mga kawawmat, in this video, we will discuss the concept of collinear and coplanar points. Also, we will also be discussing here the relationship between the points, line, and plane. So, our objectives, we will illustrate the relationship between points, lines, and planes. And we will also define collinear and coplanar points. So, let's have first the definition. So, what is the difference, between collinear points and non-collinear points? So, I want you to observe and compare the given figures. So, I have here two figures. So, I want you to look at the given figures and compare. So, for our figure 1, points A, B, and C are collinear points. While sa figure B natin, points A, B, and C are non-collinear points. Now, based dito sa ating examples, how will you define collinear and non-collinear points? Okay, so based dito sa given natin, based dito sa figure, that A, B, and C are collinear points. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabi natin collinear points, these are points that lie on the same line. Okay? So, ito po yung mga points na makikita po natin sa isang line. Okay? That's why it is called collinear, kasi ayan po, line. So, yung mga points na makikita po natin sa isang line. Okay? So, dun po nanggaling yung word na collinear. Okay? Now, kung hindi naman, yun po ang tinatawag nating non-collinear. So, kagaya nga po ng figure natin dito sa pangalawa, na yung point C natin ay wala siya sa line. Okay? So, si point A, B, sila lang po yung nasa line, si C nakahiwalay. So, si points A, B, and C are non-collinear points kasi wala sila sa isang line. Because non-collinear points are points that do not lie on the same line. So, kapag yung mga points mo ay wala sa isang line, ibig sabihin, yun po ang tinatawag nating non-collinear points. So, that is the difference between collinear and non-collinear points. So, madali lang po siya. Now, how about coplanar points and non-coplanar points? So, based dito sa ating figures, okay, I want you to compare the given set of figures. So, for our first figure, okay, so points A, B, and C are coplanar points. While dito sa ating second figure, points A, B, and C are non-coplanar points. So, how will you describe now coplanar and non-coplanar? So, pag sinabi natin coplanar points, these are points that lie in the same plane. So, ito po yung mga points na makikita po natin sa isang plane. Okay? That's why it is called coplanar from the word plane. Coplanar. Okay? So, coplanar points, these are points that lie in the same plane. So, as you can see, si A, si B, at si point C ay makikita natin sa isang plane. So, ang tawag natin kay points A, B, and C are coplanar points. While non-coplanar points, this is the opposite. These are points that do not lie in the same plane. Okay? So, these are points that do not lie in the same plane. Ibig sabihin, itong mga points na to ay hindi mo makikita sa iisang plane. Pwedeng yung dalawang points nasa isang plane, yung isa nasa kabilang plane. Pwedeng ganon. Or wala siya sa loob ng plane. Pwedeng ganon. So, given these points A, B, and C, this is an example of non-coplanar points. Why? Kasi si C, nasa labas siya. Okay? So, wala siya dun sa plane. So, ito po ay example ng non-coplanar. So, again, Ginagamit natin ang salitang collinear and non-collinear if it's a line. Coplanar and non-coplanar if it's a plane. Alright, so let's proceed to the definition of intersection. Pag sinabi nating intersection, the intersection of geometric figures is the set of all points that are common to the given figure. So when we say intersection, ito yung common sa kanila. So meron dito at meron din sa isa. So parehong meron sa kanila. So halimbawa, meron tayong dalawang lines, tapos merong common point. Yun yung tinatawag nating intersection. O, halimbawa, kung na-encounter nyo yung pag-graph natin ng inequality, kung saan minsan nagmi-meet yung graph natin sa gitna, yung kapag meron tayong compound inequality, that is also an intersection kasi nag-meet sila sa gitna. Okay, so pag sinabi nating intersection, yun yung common sa kanila. Okay, meron sa isa at meron din sa isa. Okay, so dito, pag sinabi nating intersection, marami tayong klase ng pagkukunan ng intersection or aalamin natin kung ano ba ang intersection ng dalawang lines, ano ang intersection ng dalawang planes, at ano ang intersection ng line at plane. Okay, so yun ang titingnan at aalamin natin. So I have here, as you can see, line. So again dapat alam natin kung paano magbasa. So as you can see, meron tayo ditong symbol ng line. So this is read as line AC. Okay? So line AC intersects. Okay, pag sinabing intersects, nag-meet. Okay? Nakipag-meet siya or na-meet niya si line BD. Saan sila nag-meet? Nag-meet sila sa point C. So, line AC intersects line BD at point C. Ibig sabihin, dito sila nag-meet. Nag-meet sila dahil dito sa point C. So, kung yung point C, dito sila nag-intersect, ibig sabihin, point C is the point of intersection. So, ang tawag natin dito sa C will be the point of intersection kasi dyan sila nag-intersect. So, ito si line AC and then si line BD, saan sila nag-meet? Sa point C. So, point C is the point of intersection. Now, by looking at the figure, kung titingnan natin yung figure natin, meron tayong dalawang lines, nag-meet sila dito sa C, so therefore, ang tanong ko, ano ang intersection ng dalawang lines? Okay, it's very obvious. The intersection of two lines is a point. Tatandaan po yan. Every time na nag-intersect po ang dalawang lines, the intersection is always a point. Okay? So, a point is always the intersection. Okay? So, kagaya nitong example natin, point C is the point of intersection. So, ito ay galing. Ito ay nabuo o meron tayong intersection na point dahil nag-intersect yung ating dalawang lines. Okay. So, paano naman or ano naman ang intersection kapag meron tayong dalawang plane? So, dito sa given figure natin, meron tayong plane D at plane C. So, ito yung first plane natin. So, ito pong line na to, kumbaga parang ito yung likod niya. Okay? Para siyang pages ng notebook or na nag-meet sila sa gitna. Okay? So, try to visualize na lang po. Kumbaga, ito po yung likod. Sana na-visualize po natin. Na yung dalawang planes, ito yung first plane mo. Ito yung first plane. Ito yung second plane. Ayan. Okay. So, nag-intersect sila sa line AB. Okay. So, we have here plane C and plane D intersects at line AB. Okay, so by looking at the figure, eto si plane D, eto si plane C, nag-meet sila nung pinagdikit yung dalawang planes mo, nag-meet sila dito, ano ang nabuo? Okay? Saan sila nag-meet? Saan sila nag-overlap? Okay? Saan sila nagdikit? So, meron na buo na line. Okay. So, therefore, the intersection of two planes is a line. So, kapag yung two planes natin nag-intersect, ang intersection po niya ay line. Okay? So, tatandaan po na ang intersection ng dalawang lines is a point, while the intersection of two planes is a line. Okay, so dito ang intersection po ng dalawang planes natin ay si line AB. Let's have the next one. So I have here line AB passes through plane C. So para siyang kumbaga meron tayong papel, kuha kayo ng papel, tapos kuha ka ng ballpen, yung papel mo, yung sheet of paper, that is your plane, siya yung plane C. Yung ballpen mo, that is your line AB, itusok mo yung ballpen dun sa papel. Okay, so parang eto siya. Eto yung magiging itsura niya. So yung papel mo, tusukin mo ng ballpen, yung papel, yun yung pinaka-plane mo, at yung ballpen, yun yung line. So, pag tinusok mo siya, ito po yung itsura niya. Okay. So, tingnan natin yung figure. Notice that common to both line and the plane is point B. So, kapag tinusok mo yung ballpen, okay, para lang ma-visualize ninyo, I am using paper, a sheet of paper, and a pen. Okay? So, kung titingnan natin, anong meron, kasi common So, dapat meron dun sa line, meron dun sa plane. Anong meron sa plane na meron sa line? So, nag-meet sila dun sa kung saan yung tusok. Okay? So, nag-meet si line, yung ballpen, at yung papel mo dun sa part na tinusok mo. Okay? So, ano yun? Anong makikita natin dun sa tinusok mo dun? So, that is a point. Okay? So, therefore, ang intersection ni line, and the plane is a point. So, in this figure, the intersection of plane C and line AB is point B. Okay? So, the intersection of a line and the plane is a point. Okay, ulitin po natin. So, the intersection of a plane and a line is a point. Okay, so in this figure, the intersection of plane C and line AB is point B. Okay, but take note that the intersection of a line and the plane is not always a point. Okay? So, tatandaan po na ang intersection po kapag meron kang plane at line, hindi po laging point ang intersection natin dito. It can be an empty set. Pag sinabi nating empty set, wala silang intersection. Okay? So, it can be an empty set. So, ang intersection ng plane at ng line mo ay pwedeng empty set. Kailan siya nagiging empty set? If the line is parallel to the plane. Ito po siya. This is your plane. This is your line. Okay? So, kapag parallel siya, ito yung plane mo. Tapos, nakapa-horizontal yung plane mo. Horizontal din yung line. So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng parallel. Same direction sila and same distance. Yung gap. Okay? So, kapag parallel yung line at yung plane natin, wala po tayong intersection doon. That is an empty set. Okay? So, hindi po lahat ng intersection ng plane at ng line natin is always a point. Okay? Minsan empty set siya. Okay? Depende kasi sa ayos ng line at ng plane mo. And then, aside from empty set, the intersection can also be a line. Hindi lang po laging point. Pwede rin pong line. Kailan siya nagiging line? If the plane contains that line. Halimbawa po, ito. Okay. So, kapag yung line mo, nandoon siya mismo sa plane. Okay? So, if the plane contains that line. So, halimbawa, yung papel mo, pinatong mo yung ballpen dun sa papel, pinahiga mo siya dun. So, yun po yung ibig sabihin nun para ma-visualize nyo. So, yung papel, pinatong mo yung ballpen, pinahiga mo. So, yung plane mo, it contains that line. So, yung paper, it contains the pen. Okay? So, kapag ganito ang case, ang intersection po niyan is a line. Yun po ang tatandaan natin. Okay? So, again, pag meron po tayong plane at meron po tayong line, it's not always a point. Ang intersection po niya ay hindi po palaging point. So, ito point po siya. Ito po ay, ang intersection niya ay line. Kasi parehong ang intersection nila dito ay nag-meet sila dun sa line. Okay? Dun sila nagdikit yung plane at yung line. So, ang intersection is a line. Okay. And then, ito naman, wala siyang intersection. This is an empty set kasi parallel. So, laging tatandaan na kapag parallel, wala siyang intersection. Okay? So, ito po siya. Okay. So, I have here plane C containing two lines, WX and line YZ. Okay. So, ito po si plane C. Ito si plane C na merong line WX and line YZ. Okay. So, ano pong ibig sabihin nito? Anong meron dito? So, si plane C, mayroon siyang dalawang lines sa loob. Okay. Containing Ibig sabihin, nandoon siya. Okay. So, the two lines do not have any point in common. Kung mapapansin ninyo, wala siyang any point na common sa kanila. Pag sinabing common, ibig sabihin hindi sila nag-meet. Okay? So, kung walang common or hindi sila nag-meet, ibig sabihin wala siyang intersection. Okay? So, kahit i-extend pa natin yan, pag in-extend natin yan, i-extend natin ito, dire-diretso, hindi pa rin sila mag-meet. Okay? Walang common na point dyan. So, therefore, there will be no intersection. At kapag ang dalawang lines natin ay walang point in common at hindi sila nag-intersect, ang tawag po natin dyan ay parallel lines. So, pag sinabi po nating parallel lines, ito po yung dalawang lines na kung saan wala siyang point of intersection, hindi sila nag-meet. Bakit? Kasi pareho po yung distance nila. Pag sinabi nating parallel lines, they are equidistant. So, equidistant, ibig sabihin pareho yung distance nila dito. Kaya kahit mag-extend pa yan, mag-extend ito, hindi sila mag-meet. Okay? So, kahit anong gawin nila, hindi yan mag-meet. So, ito po yung tinatawag nating parallel lines. So, wala po yung intersection. Now, how do we write parallel lines in symbol? So, we are using this symbol. It looks like absolute value, pero hindi yan absolute value. Okay? Meron siyang dalawang parang guhit. Okay? So, how do we read this? Line WX is parallel to line YZ. So, line WX is parallel to line YZ. So, this is how we write two lines that are parallel. So, meaning, there is no intersection. Okay? Wala po tayong intersection dyan. So, therefore, two coplanar lines, bakit siya tinawag na coplanar lines? Kasi yung dalawang lines mo ay nasa loob ng plane. So, two coplanar lines. So, yung dalawang lines nasa plane. Okay? So, two coplanar lines that do not intersect are called parallel lines. Mako-consider lang po natin silang parallel lines kapag hindi sila nag-intersect dahil wala silang point in common. Okay, so let's try. So, determine whether each of the following is true or false. So, you already know the concept of collinear points, coplanar points, intersection, parallel. Okay, so number 1, points A, N, and D are collinear. So, by looking at the points A and D. So, tingnan natin, nasa isang line sila. Okay, is this true or false? Collinear daw po. So, that is true. Ayan po. So, collinear, ibig sabihin, nasa isang line. So, that is true. Next, number 2. Points A, R, Z, and K or coplanar. Ibig sabihin, nasa isang plane. So, ito si A, ito si R, ito si Z, and K. Okay. So, A, R, Z, K. So, hindi po siya, wala po siya sa isang plane. So, this is false. Okay? Now, paano ba natin malalaman na nasa isang plane sila? Kapag meron tayong cube, ang planes natin dito ay 6. Okay? Yung 4 na gilid, 1, 2, 3, at yung nasa likod, 4. Yung top, 5, at yung ilalim, 6. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yung bottom, 6 yung nasa top. Okay? So, 6 ang planes natin dito. So, yung A, R, Z, K natin, A, R, Z, K, it is not coplanar. Kung ang binigay ay A, R, Z, T, pwede pa. Coplanar sila kasi nasa isang plane sila. Ayan, nasa isang plane. Kaya lang ito, A, R, Z, K. Ito, si K ay ito yung plane niya. So, non-coplanar po dapat ito. So, that's why it's false. Next. C, R, Z, T. So, C, R, Z, T. So, si R, Z, T nasa isang plane. Okay? Si C, wala. Nasa isang plane siya, nasa kabilang plane. So, non-coplanar daw sila. Yes, that is true. Kasi non-coplanar, ito nasa isang plane sila. Ito nakahiwalay. Okay, so that is true. Kasi non-coplanar. Next, points M, K, and T are coplanar. So, M, where is M? Ito. M, K, T. So, M, K, T. So, ayan, nasa isang plane sila, M, K, T. So, this is true. Ayan po. Okay, so, nasa isang plane sila. Next, M, R, A, and I. So, M, R, A, and I. Ayun, ulitin natin. M, R, A. So, si M, R, A, nasa isang plane. Si I, nakahiwalay. So, ang sabi, coplanar. So, this is false. Next, R, Z, and T are non-collinear. Ibig sabihin, wala sa isang line. So, R, Z, T. R, Z, T. So, as you can see, ito si RZT. So, this is false. Why? Kasi ito po ay nasa isang line sila. Okay? Nasa isang line po si RZT. So, ibig sabihin, collinear sila. Pero ang sabi dito, non-collinear. So, that is false. Next, E, C, M are collinear. E, C, M are collinear. So, that is true. Ito si E, C, M. So, collinear sila. Nasa isang line. So, that is true. Number 8. The intersection of segment EA, ito si EA, okay, and AD is point A. So, true ang sagot. Let's see. So, ito si EA, ito si AD. So, saan sila nag-meet? Okay, saan sila nag-meet? Ito si EA, ito si AD. EA, AD. Saan sila parehong nag-meet? Nag-meet sila dito. Okay? So, the intersection is point A. So, tama ito. So, that's why it's true. And next, EM, segment EM is parallel. So, alam natin that this is the symbol for parallel lines. Segment EM is parallel to segment DT. Okay? So, ito si EM. Ito si EM. Ito si DT. Okay. Parallel ba sila? So, pag sinabing parallel, equidistant. Okay. Pareho ng distance yan. So, this is true. Kasi ito po sila. Okay. So, parallel lines. Pag sinabi kasi parallel lines, same direction yan at equidistant. Okay. So, that is true. Okay. Test yourself. pause the video before I show you the answers. So, let us check. So, for number 1, 4 coplanar points. So, marami tayong pwedeng sagot dyan. 3 ang pwedeng sagot dyan. For number 2, we have 2 answers. For number 3, we have 1 answer. And then, point collinear with M and T. So, ito si M at si T. Para maging collinear, matawag natin siyang collinear. Okay? Ano ang kulang? So, point A. And then, intersection of segment MH. Ito si MH. At ito si YH. YH, MH. Saan sila nag-meet? Sa point H. And then, common to both segment TM and YH. Ito si TM. Okay? Ito si YH. Okay? TM, YH. Ano ang common sa kanila? TM, YH. Ano ang common? Wala. Okay? Kasi hindi naman sila nag-meet. And then, the intersection of segment MY. Ito si MY. TY. Ito si TY. And HY. So, MY, TY, HY. Anong common sa kanila or the intersection? That is point Y. And the next, intersection of plane TMH. Ito si TMH. Okay, ito yung plane na yon. Ito yung plane na yon, si TMH. Now, plane YMH. Ito naman si plane YMH. Okay, so plane YMH and plane TMH. Itong dalawang planes na to, anong meron sa kanilang dalawa? Meron dito na meron dito. Pareho silang may segment MH. Okay. Minsan dito na lang tayo titingin eh. Tingnan mo kung anong meron. So, point Y. Dito, anong meron? MH. So, pag ganyan 2 letters, segment yon. Pag isa lang, point yon. Okay? So, I hope you got 8. You may share your scores below sa ating comment section. Congratulations! Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell para updated kayo for more video tutorials. This is your guide in learning your math lessons, your Wow Math channel.